Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot has actually happened since the last time I posted a video about 4.5 months ago. I've gotten engaged. So I'm mainly doing this video as kind of my first video in my wedding planning update video series. I'm just kind of letting you guys kind of come with me. Not really doing a wedding planning how-to because I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. So yeah, I have already started doing my hair for my wedding. You know, that I'm doing chocolate blonde. So clearly from here down it's not right because I used box dye. So the lower half of my hair is going to take a little bit of time, but it'll get there. So yeah, it'll look pretty stinking good when it's all done. So anyways, I have the Erin Condren wedding planner. I've seen several videos here on YouTube, and one of my friends that's actually getting married in October has this. And this is the back of it. It looks exactly as the front. Only thing it has on there are our names. But yeah, so you can choose different covers. I chose llamas because the llamas, and this is the font that they use, the llamas have always been an inside joke, and you can customize the colors on these. I went with ivory and light blue because that's actually two of my my colors. So you open up the wedding planner, and on the back of the inside cover you have lined paper that's laminated, so you can take a dry erase marker and wipe off whatever you need to. And so you can just take a dry erase marker, jot something down that you need to remember if it's not wedding related, and you can just take it with a dry erase eraser whenever you get home and take it off. And then I don't remember what this kind of paper is called, but it's the see-through paper, and as you guys can see, it's really pretty and everything. And then you have a section down here for your wedding date, but that's on the other side of this paper. So as you can see, it's really nice. And these are made in Austin, Texas, I believe. So 100% made in the USA. And then you open it up and you have this really cute couple quotes. Oh, and you can also choose what color ring you want to. I went with rose gold because I thought it would be really pretty. And then on the back of this page, before you open up to months, you have a little section here for notes. And you also have one page, a section of notes at the end of every month. You can actually customize when you start yours, but I kind of started planning a little early. So I just went from January to December. So you have a little cute quote, and then you have your month tabs. And this is set up for next year, for 2019. And it comes with little, for every month, the little dots with a number on there. It corresponds with the month. And then you have a little section over here for notes. And then you also have a big piece of paper down here behind everything for notes. So I'm gonna flip over here to July, where I'm started writing down things that happened and things that I need to do and appointments. So I wrote when we were engaged, bridal shower, or not bridal shower, bridal salon appointments, my hair appointment, and then over here is a little section for notes. Things I need to remember and all of that. And if I need more room, I can just flip over and do it on the back too. And then in August, I have our engagement photo shoot, a little note that I need to remember. That I have in September, I have my next hair appointment to get my hair done. And then once you get through all of the months, if you end up, say you're getting married in October, start it in November. So that way it goes from November to October. Otherwise, you're not going to have your wedding month in your planner. So I'm going to miss a couple months, but that's okay. I pretty much have everything figured out anyway. And you have another section behind all of your months, which is fairly big, as you can see. It's called the I do list, and then you have a little cute saying here. And on the inside of that, of the divider, it has your top 10 wedding planning tips, and it's kind of some things to remember. And then you come over and you have your getting started, where you put your wedding colors, your theme, and must-haves that you need to have. And then you have your checklist of things that you need to do month by month. And you'll notice as I flip through, there's already several things for each section of months I've already checked off, just because I had them from previous marriages that I didn't actually get to plan, so there you go. You have your checklist and everything that you need, don't need, I've marked off. But I already have my wedding dress. We got that the other day, so I'm waiting for it to come in. And then I'm not hiring caterers. I'm not hiring a wedding planner and all of that. And then just, I already know the person who is doing our wedding. So I went ahead and checked that off, and I've already met him. We've finalized our menu already, flowers. I've gotten our favors ordered, and we've already bought our wedding rings. So it just kind of goes through, and yeah, it goes through 1 month before, like stocking the bar and all of that good stuff. And then it goes through the week of your wedding. So you have a pretty good checklist there and a good section over here on each page for notes. And then I'm not going to show you this page over here. All it says is wedding party. And then there's little sections like this where you put like email address, measurements, tuck sizes, shoe sizes, all that good stuff. And then there is, I'm going to repurpose this because I don't need this section. It's placed in here if you're writing your own vows. And it's 2 pages of line paper. So this is going to turn into notes, more than likely, because like I said, we're not writing our own. And then you have a pretty good section in here for your guest list. I actually have mine printed out, and in my folder I'm going to show you. And then you have your budget planning thing. I haven't really used this because I have another page in here, but I will be transferring it into here because this will be like a little cute little keepsake for me. And then you have this for your photographer of like different shots that you want. And then you have lines over here for you to add more. And then you have on the next page your music list, your bridal party intro, your first dance, the 2 special dances, which are usually the daddy-daughter dance and the mother-son dance. And then you have a list of few favorites. And this part cracks me up. Okay, a do not play list. Don't put something on your list that you don't want played. And then they have a section in here for your flowers, and it shows what is in bloom for what season, what you want to use for the bridal party, your ceremony, and your reception. And then you have one for your baker, and it tells what size cake feeds how many people. And then you can put notes in here from your tastings and all that, and it comes with a little tip down here. And we're not going to use this page at all. This is the alcohol page. We're going to actually have a dry wedding, so we may use the non-alcoholic one because we're actually going to mix up our special toasting drink because obviously 2 of my bridesmaids are my kids and they're underage and I am not letting them drink, and neither is he. So we'll have a special drink just for the wedding party made up. And then you have your wedding menu for your rehearsal dinner and your reception, and a note down here for your tastings. We're keeping it simple. We're going to do barbecue and then nachos. So, and then in here, there's a vendor contact list, and I'm covering up where we're getting married. But there's a lady from church that's doing our cakes, and then her son's doing our music. And then you have a place in here for your photographer. Down here under other, I went ahead and put the bridal salon we're using and all that good stuff. So that's something good. And then you have 4 pages for your seating arrangements. So you have your table number and who you want there. And like I said, you have 4 pages for your seating arrangement, which I'm probably not going to use because we're not going to have seating arrangement, but I may just divide them up into tables so I make sure I get all of my guests seated. And then you have 2 pages for a gift log, and it has the name, the gift, and whether or not you sent them a thank you card. So this will come in real handy for my bridal shower, because we're not going to have a wedding shower because we've already accumulated stuff from 2 households, because he's lived on his own. I've clearly been married before, so we have enough stuff. So this is your gifts to give page. We're for your bridesmaids, your groomsmen, your family, and for your guests. And as you can see, I've already filled that in because I've already gotten our wedding favors. I haven't filled this in yet, and then he's going to take care of his groomsmen, and we're going to go and shop for our family. So, excuse me, that needs to be filled out, and we need to go buy stuff. And then this is your stress-free day. This is the actual day of your wedding. It starts at 6 a.m. and it goes to 7, which is when my wedding will start. And you can put your hair appointments, your makeup appointments, your photography call times, and if you have caterers coming in or the florist coming in, you can write down when all those deliveries are going to be. So that way, if someone is running behind schedule or hasn't shown up yet, you can get into your vendor contact list and call them and say, hey, where are my flowers? Where's my food? Where's this? Where's that? So it kind of keeps things running on time for you, and you give that to someone that you trust, and you let them take care of it, or if you hire a wedding planner, let them take care of it, you know, that kind of thing. And then you have your honeymoon information. We won't be using the airfare or a car rental or a hotel, so this is pretty much pointless because we'll be in a cabin and we're not flying. But yeah, it says where to, how long, and this is the rest of it. So yeah, and then this next one is for thank you notes, and that tells you like a little tip of not waiting till 3 months after. Tells you who gets the card, and it kind of helps you out a little bit with a overview of what should be on your thank you card from your wedding. And then you have a little, I love this little saying, it's so cute. And then you have a pretty big section back here for memories. You can start your bachelorette party and keep going through your wedding, but it's not that big or many pages. And then you have a pretty good section back here of lined paper for notes. And this one's pretty thick. Yeah, this one's pretty thick. And then this section is huge. you have dotted paper where you can do your ceremony layout, you can do your reception layout several different ways, and then once you get into the venue, you can kind of figure out which floor plan is going to work better. But this section is huge, so you have plenty of room to mess up and start over. And then you have 3 pages back here of stickers. These are just kind of cute ones for like to draw your attention to things, and you can write on these. And then you have important, celebrate, to do, and reminder. So you can kind of keep on top of everything that's going on and things that are actually important to you. And then you have some other stickers back here that you can write on and put them actually inside the monthly view of your planner. So these will come in handy. And then I love these. It'll have stuff back here like save the dates, get marriage license, limo shuttle, all your parties, all of your fittings down here. And then these are blank. And I'm going to write in on these our premarital counseling sessions with our officiant, who was one of my pastors when I was growing up, who was really close with my dad. And then you flip that page over and you have a whole other page of nothing but blank ones that you can write on. I would probably use these in the notes section if I just have something like really quick, like a word or something, put it in. And then you have a pocket. It's not very tight, so I don't use this one. And then back here I have our invitation, our RSVP, and then our return address labels. And then you have a blank laminated paper back here, so that way you can sketch or doodle or whatever on the back cover, and you can wipe it off. So that is my wedding planner, my Erin Condren wedding planner. Say that 10 times fast. And then I have a little folder for right now that I'm keeping up with everything. In one section I have all my receipts and all of the size and everything, dresses for the wedding party. And then it has a little section for everything here that you need for like what's next. And you have your calendar through June of 2020. So that's a good thing to keep a hold of. And then, like I said, I have all my receipts here and my wedding favors that I've bought, and all that good stuff. I don't need the receipts from David's Bridal because they can print me off some at any time, but I just kind of like to keep a hold of all of that. And then we have, this is the pages that I was telling you about my wedding budget, of everything that we're not going to have and everything we do need. So the venue and everything like that. Alcohol license that should be provided by your venue if you're getting married at a church. They're more than likely not going to let you have alcohol. So, yeah. So that's that, and it also continues through the honeymoon. And then I have another checklist that I printed off before I got my wedding planner. And then I have, I'm not going to show you this, but I have my portal for the venue I'm using, and then I have our contract and all of that in here, that kind of reminds me, okay, I can't do this. Like we can't use real flame candles. Sucks, but hey, they make some pretty good LED ones. And then I also printed this off before I got my wedding planner, but I'm also going to keep this because it has specifically for ceremony and all of that, and then your reception, and then it has a little section down here for all of your dances, the last song, some notes, your must playlist, and again, your do not play. Like I said, if you're, gonna have that, don't put it on your list. And then I have our guest list, a picture of me in my dress, which I'm not going to show you because my fiance may see this video and I don't want him to see it. He doesn't want to see it. And then I have a picture of the mother of the bride dress and then a picture of my mom in it. And then I have a really cute flower girl dress that I found. So we'll be getting that at a later time. And then I have how I want my hair. Obviously I printed this from my phone, so it's huge, which is a good thing. If you can print from your phone to your printer, do so for your hairstylist so they can really see exactly what the picture looks like. So clearly I'll be having hair extensions put in because my hair is not this thick. So I'll be in some clip-ins, and then she'll be doing this with my hair. And then my daughters have picked out their hairstyles. This one's Serenity's because hers looks good up with her dress. And then this is my 7-year-old's. And then I've got a couple of pictures, excuse me, of wedding cake ideas that I want to do. Just neither one of us really care for the amount of icing or fondant. We're going with these. Just a couple of different ideas so we can see the tears. And then I just thought that was funny, and for some reason I stuck it in my book. But I found this one and I thought it was hilarious for my fiance, so we're not doing that one. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for like wedding planning and all of that. So if you can't get, if you guys can't afford something like this, get on Google, Bing, something like that, and just search, and then search it under images. And for like wedding budget, wedding checklist, and some of them have some pointless stuff on there, like inviting people to your rehearsal and your rehearsal dinner, and it's just like, no, that's a time for, set up if you can, or for the wedding party's rehearsal time. So I'm not sending out invitations to my reception. And also I didn't do engagement announcements because with social media and everything like that, I kind of thought it was kind of redundant in a way and kind of pointless. So up next are our engagement pictures that we're going to also turn into our save the date announcements and all of that I'll send out in about 4 to 6 months before the wedding. We're just going to go ahead and kind of get everything done now that we can, and then whichever date we decide on, it'll be good. So yeah, we've got a couple of dates for 2019. So yeah, it's going to fly by quick. We also have one for 2020 in case it doesn't really work out right now. And we can switch dates at our venue with no penalty, no extra charge or anything like that. We just need to let them know well in advance, hey, this date's not going to work out, let's bump it back. Okay, this one's not going to work out, let's bump it back to 2020. So yeah, at least have 2 to 3 dates at all times. Let your venue know that you have your 3 dates and that things may change. We're hoping that we can get ours, get married in 2019 for one of our 2 dates that we have. So yes, exciting stuff. This year's going to go by fast. So I'm not sure how often I'll post these videos, but there will be some of them where you come with me to different things and all that good stuff. So I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to go and get ready for church and just kind of spend the rest of my day relaxing and having fun. I'm not touching anything wedding related today, unless my fiance brings something up to my attention, and then obviously I will. So you guys have a great Sunday. I will be posting more of these videos. I'm not going to do the weekly vlogging. I may pick up a camera, every so often and, vlog a day, or it'll be like a come with me day if I have a bunch of wedding stuff that I need to do, just so you guys can kind of see what we're doing. Whenever we go flower shopping for our flowers for the reception after I get my actual flowers started, which they haven't started yet, because I usually do that a couple months before, because I'm using silk flowers, so you usually start those 2 months before the wedding, so that way they're not smashed and nasty looking and all of that. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye guys.